Hi ladies, this is Susie and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've been working on this project for quite some time, probably at least a month on and off, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I just love the way that it came out. I'm going to try to explain to you as best as I possibly can what I have going on here. I don't quite have a name for it just yet. I'll probably have a name for it by the time I air this onto YouTube, but just sharing with you right now, this is my fabric journal. I don't know if it's necessarily a journal or a fabric photo album. I have no idea what I want to call it. I got so involved making this that I kind of got carried away. Oops. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. My apologies for doing that. I'm on the bed on a tripod trying to make this as clear as possible for you because my craft room looks horrible. And there was just a really big scare here with the earthquake today. For those of you who have felt it, all is well here in New York City. Anyway, I don't even know where to begin because this is like so beautiful. I love the way it came out. I'm just going to bring you a little closer here. I don't want to get too close. The cover, I'll tell you how this started. I went to the post office one day at the very beginning of the summer, and people leave books there that they don't want anymore. So I saw this size of this book and I thought that it would be great if I could play with it a little bit. And what it is, it's from 1948, I believe, and it's the cover from a Reader's Digest book. So I gutted out the whole inside of the book and I lined it with this really beautiful paper here, fabric here that's, it's not new, it's a vintage fabric in a mauve color that's kind of pearlized with some flourishes on it. Very, very pretty. That's around the whole outside of the book, which I'll show you eventually. And on the outside, I have some trim here in like a golden black swirl up on top, but the sequence is more like a deep fuchsia. Very pretty. And this very beautiful gathered trim is from my friend Jen. Hi Jen, thank you honey. This is some faux rhinestone trim, and I have a little bow here that I made out of ribbon from my Christmas stash. There's wire in it. And these flowers are also, they are not paper flowers, they are more like some kind of a polyester flower, but those are little roses. And then I have some gems in here in like a yellowish gold color. That's from my friend Natasha. Hi Natasha, thank you. And these are really pretty gems that are quite big, like diamond looking. This one's in like a yellowish brown color, very pretty. I have some down over here also in clear. Moving over to this side, I made this beautiful flower out of a pink mauve color material, and this flower also was all hand sewn. These flowers are also material, like a silky material, and so are those gold roses and some of the faux rhinestone there. And here, I'm going to try to zoom up there to show you. There's a little flower in there here, like a mauve and gold, and there's nothing that's paper there. This is also material. This cute little flourish ball thingy from my friend Natasha. And this white lace that's underneath it is the same lace that's on the pages of this album. That is underneath the flower. That's a vintage lace as well, and then there's some gold lace in there, so there's a couple of layers. I use my hot glue gun to hot glue that on. Okay, and I'm going to try and go as quick as I possibly can. Okay, and just to let you know that this absolutely gorgeous trim that I have used as a sash here with a bow, I didn't buy it for that purpose, but I really love it, and I didn't want to cut it up, and that's from Saw Crafters. Hi Saw, thank you so much for having such beautiful things in your shop. I'm just going to undo this bow here gently. Okay, so beautiful. That's also like a mauve color. I tried to stay in that mauve family. I just love it. And just to let you know that this is all hand bound, as you can see. And I'll explain how that was done as well. And I have a deep mauve colored fringe tassel. Okay, and I really want to open this book, but first let me explain to you this really beautiful piece right here. This is also from my friend Jen, and I put a photo in there. Thanks, Jen, of Marie Antoinette. And the crown up on top here is from one of my friends over the Marie Antoinette group that I belong to. Just lovely ladies. And this fan that I had, it's actually a button. And she had also given me that little tiny Eiffel Tower there. So for those of you who saw this picture just like that on Facebook, that was a tease me from earlier today, that's what that was. Okay. So this is actually an ornament that you can hang up, but on the top of the angel's head I put the crown instead, just so that it's because of the queen, you know. So okay, excitement time coming to open the book. And I just want to let you know that I was very anxious to share this with you, so I have not actually finished it in its entirety on the inside yet, and I always have a habit of doing that. I don't know why, and I'm actually standing up right now so that I can get a full view of this to share with you. Okay, I'm going to open the book. I just love this. It's so sturdy too and heavy. If you can see how I adhered this all with my hot glue gun underneath it, and up on top here I wanted to use something possibly like wallpaper, but I didn't have any, so I used some mulberry paper that I make my flowers with, and it just worked out absolutely fabulous. I totally love it. And I'm not done, because I'm going to be putting a pocket on this page. I'm going to do it up a little more and put some tags in. I have some really, really beautiful trim here. This is bridal trim. It's just gorgeous. I got that from my fabric store. I made this little twisted rose flower out of material, and this is a little fan that I had received in Iraq. And this lace here is absolutely gorgeous. It's a vintage lace, and I'll show you that on another video. I actually just gotten that. And here are some really pretty little photos of Marie Antoinette and some French writing that I had gotten from a friend out who was also in with the Marie Antoinette group. And as you can see, this is bound. I used my crocodile and some white vintage seam binding. And this paper, I just love it. It's really looks like it's flocked, but it's not. And that's from the Die Cuts with a View. It's kind of like a wallpaper feel. That's why I used it. And turning it, this rose is from a strand of roses that I purchased from Saw Crafters. Just absolutely stunning. It's pearlized ever so slightly, and I love it. Here is just a strand of faux rhinestone and some really beautiful blue ribbon with the lace that's already on it. That's from my friend Jen in Iraq. And this is a tag that I had received from a group of ladies in a swap from Marie Antoinette tags. Just gorgeous. It's an ATC rather, excuse me. And again, here we go with that same wedding trim. Here's a pretty little rosette flower and material, another rosette flower I made. Some photos from a friend of Marie Antoinette. These are not adhered down yet because I'm going to be putting some material on them, but I just wanted to show you that even the page here is mulberry paper. Just beautiful, very elegant and feminine. Okay, the flip side of the page is also the same, and the pages are sturdy. They are made from chipboard, and the only paper here is the contents and the design of the wallpaper look. Here's some very pretty trim lace and pearl, again from my friend Jen. Some new French writing, and another picture of Marie. Here's another ATC that I had gotten, and I want to keep these in here just because it's all Marie. I love it. It's just, I'm going to keep adding pages as I'm going along because this is kind of a really wide binder, so I was happy with that, and I left myself plenty of room for the seam binding. Here's another flower off of that strand, and as you can see, like here would be the connection. I didn't even want to cut it off. It was so beautiful. I left it hanging there. I thought it looked really nice. And turning the page again. Beautiful faux trim. Here's a flower that I had from my stash made out of material, and the ruffling is just absolutely beautiful. It's all gathered on one side. A fan from my stash, and this beautiful paper here in a mint green color, and she's wearing a mint green dress, and here's also some really pretty mint green organza that I gathered, and I kind of did that the replica of that Prima trim on this one. And this is a long piece of trim that only has this on it, and I just cut off pieces and put it in a circle on top of this pouch that I made here, which is also made from mulberry paper. And here is Sock Crafters, and you just can't get enough of this stuff, guys. It's gorgeous. It's like a light mauve color, and it's got all these little rosettes on it. Its material is fabric. I just love it. And again, another tag from a friend, and I have some other canvas tags here. Some pieces very beautiful to use within, and just a purple Marie Antoinette tag. And I, just do a little bit of journaling behind that, possibly, that may be concerning her, or some clippings that I may find that I can put in there. And I really wanted to have a book like this for a while now. And I picked it up, and I was working on it and putting it back down. The back is just plain. As you can see, this is the original book board from the Reader's Digest book. And I love the way that it looks. You'll find still photos of this. Oh, and I poked a hole here with the crocodile and just pulled the ribbon right through and tied it. I love the way it looks. I didn't use any of those, the little brads and eyelets or anything. I just left it the way that it was, and I hope that you like it. I'm just going to go around really quick so that you can see these gems. This big gem here, and here's another gem. I tried to make the front look really frilly and girly and gold, and not necessarily gaudy, but it can be, because her style was really frilly and feminine. I just love it. And I love the crown on top of the angel's head there. And these roses. These flowers here, believe it or not, are from the 99-cent store. I love it that the material and their gold is perfect for this project. Okay, everybody, I hope that you like my Marie Antoinette journal / photo album. All your comments are welcome. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!